Whoa, this is super deep, straight up.
Deep.
And so many ideas are like coursing through my brain right now.
We're gonna really have to take our time.
Yo, what's good, everybody? I am Jules, the Buddha Monk.
And I'm Trix the Hooligan, and we are Strawhat Dynasty. Welcome to the Strawhat Show.
And today we are tackling REN's 7 Sins official lyric video.
Yes, and this one has highly been requested by a lot of you at home.
But what REN song is it? Let's get right into it. 7 Sins. Anytime there's a lyric video that REN does, it's always a fun time. It's always stimulating and fun visually. And just the name itself, 7 Sins, is making me feel like this might be a deep one.
This might be a deepie.
Let's take a deep dive into REN's 7 Sins.
What language is that? Let us know in the comments. I'm gonna go on a limb, maybe say it's Welsh, because he is Welsh, and apparently they have their own language. I learned that from you renegades. Let us know, what language is that?
Yeah. And what does it translate to?
Yes. Ooh, I like the art style. Yeah, I like the art style too.
I lay broken on the kitchen floor. I clawed at the laminate. Pain wandered my body, an uninvited guest. Bones of a home where the devil could rest. I cursed the gods, cursed my messiah, cursed my maker. I cursed all of creation. There I lay, feeble and thin. Sick boy, 7 my sin. Have you ever felt pain? Stomach wrenching, unrelenting. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? Condescending, muscles clenching. Tell me, have you ever felt pain? A rose emerges from the pavement cracks. They'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax.
Pain.
Wow, what an intro.
This is getting deep.
Deep right off the rip.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go on a limb and say he's referring to his Lyme disease scenario that he went through, his years of agony and suffering and pain, going to doctor, and not being taken seriously until he had to discover what the problem was himself. Talking about how that made him question his belief in God, and how could a God exist when I'm constantly in pain, and poetically the rose coming through the cracks. I like that line.
Yeah. I'm gonna go on a limb here. Don't crucify me in the comments, but he might be paying homage or an ode to Tupac, because Tupac is the one that talks about the rose that grows from the concrete. That's a Tupac line.
I had no idea.
Go look it up. Right?
And this is very poetic.
Yeah, and Tupac actually, I think it's a poem he wrote, The Rose That Grows from the Concrete, because he used to write a lot of poetry. He actually has an entire book just full of poetry.
Okay.
Right? But yeah, and then he physically goes on to describe the pain that he's feeling, muscles clenching, stomach tightening, things like that. Have you ever felt pain? So,
asking, have you ever felt this level of hopelessness?
So he's basically just like really painting this picture, as he does so well in our head, so that we can really see where he's coming from, or maybe we can resonate with him if we have felt pain. Let us know in the comments, have you ever felt what you truly thought was pain? Physical, emotional? If so, tell us about it. We want to hear your story.
Cracks, they'll write my eulogy with broken glass. Eternal parallax.
Pain.
Pain the author, I accept this. Pain the teacher, bruised apprentice. Pain resisting, pain will come. Pain the mother, I'm the son. Pain that splits you, and two when it hits you. The dark and the light will converge to one. Pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you. The Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body back.
Whoa, this is super deep, straight up.
Deep.
And so many ideas are like coursing through my brain right now.
We're gonna really have to take our time.
He's just talking about all the different ways you can view pain and what it does for you. You said pain, the teacher, right? The Father, the Ghost, the Holy Son, the Holy Trinity, just basically coming at all these angles of what pain can be. It can be a teacher, it can be something evil, it can be something positive if you want it to be. And I'm only saying this because I actually made a poem called Pain. Y'all can watch it on our YouTube channel, right? Where I kind of give the same idea of all these aspects and different things of pain. And that's what I think he's doing.
He's doing it very well. making metaphors between pain and personifying them, you know, in different ways. Pain the mother, I'm the son, pain the teacher. You know, basically saying like pain is what's raising me, pain is what's teaching me what I know now. You know,
that's a good point.
Yeah, and you know, basically I am the person now because of the pain that I have went through. So some deep stuff going on, and I can relate, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be the person I am without experiencing some pain. You know, pain can be looked at from a beautiful perspective if you choose to, so if you make it out alive. So let's keep listening.
One pain that twists you, the heavens dismiss you, the Father, the Ghost, and the Holy Son. Body bagging me. Zip it up quick, get their things on B. I search for peace in the belly of a beast. Sick boy, on a matapia. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Bright light seizure, dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner, E-top for 13 years and I've been feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed.
13 years of Ren's pain, insufferable pain. He said, God tied the noose around his neck and then he jumped. Just talking about now deeper themes. He said the collapse of the planet.
Search for peace in the belly of the beast.
Search for peace in the belly of the beast.
I like that. Basically, I think he's saying like, hey, like I'm searching for peace within my pain, within the belly of the beast. I am in it. I am in the shit. I am in the heat of my pain where it feels unbearable, and I'm trying to search for peace within this pain, you know? Also, he went on to talk about, just to kind of further describe some of the things he was going through physically, you know, talking about his temperature rising, things of that nature, like what he's physically feeling, so we can kind of try to view his pain. We might not be able to feel it, but he can be so descriptive that we can paint this picture in our head as to how far he's come. And he also said like, oh, you think the grass is greener? You want to try to be me?
That's not.
Well, if you're going to try to be me, you're going to have to share my pain. Are you willing to do that?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what I mean?
And visually, just the sharp edges of the writing and the red and black choice of coloring just really adds on to the vibe of the hardcoreness of what's going on.
Belly of a beast, sick boy on a matapia. Running up a fever, following a leader. Wanna be me, huh? Grass isn't greener. Bright light seizure, dynamite dealer. Dine at the table of the coroner, E-top for 13 years and I've been feeling so stuck. Lucky number 13, just my luck. Empires tumble, rubble and dust. The universe shrinks and the planets combust. In God we trust. God tied a noose to his neck and he walked to the edge and he jumped. Angels wept, I bear witness, watching the whole thing unfold from my bed. A bed where I never deep rest, a bed where I'm always depressed, a bed with the human oppressed, a bed for a tomb where I slept, a bed in the room that's a womb for this mess. Sick boy bitten by a tick bug.
His bed is essentially like his prison, and he starts to describe all of the emotions and experiences he felt, and just from his bed.
The bed that he never left.
The bed that he never left because he couldn't leave. He was too sick, you know, or too depressed, or felt stuck. He didn't feel safe because of what he was going through mentally, physically. And I remember listening to a REN interview. He said like there was like a point where he just didn't leave like his room for like weeks, just in his room, trying to make music. But he said it got to the point where it was so unbearable he couldn't even make music. He was just there, just like.
Well, yeah, he said a bed, ironically, that I could never rest in. You know what I mean? That's what you do in bed. You have to rest, but he couldn't even do that. Just going back to the other lyrics before, he said dynamite dealer, somebody who's sharing their pain.
How you figure that?
Oh, you know, when I think about dynamite, I think of like explosions. You know, when I think of somebody who's dealing something, I think of somebody who's like giving it out, selling his pain, selling it.
Technically, he's selling his pain. When you make music and people consuming it, you're selling.
Sure.
You're at least vulnerable artists are selling their pain.
I like when he said onomatopoeia. One of those phrases where you ever watch like them old Batman films when people get hit and it's like pow, bam, wow. That's an onomatopoeia when like the word actually shows up to show like the sound.
To the free, my Rascally restaurant.
And then, sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, just referring back to the Easter egg of the song Sick Boy. We know he got his Lyme disease from getting bit by a tick.
For a tomb where I slap a bed in the room, there's a wound for this mess. Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy, pain is a gift boy, hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees. And I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg the sky for mercy, mercy never came. I dipped me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain. Surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wing seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like clapping. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix. Thick skin, stay humble Kendrick. Stay skeptic, check the biometrics. Bloodstained crime scene forensic.
I'm telling you right now, I'm bringing this back.
Bring it back.
But
that was a
I
lot.
will say, the beat change up on that was sick. It went into like this dancehall vibe. Which is weird because it's like such a deep, sad song with such a brought in kind of like a dancey vibe to it. Interesting contrast. I like that choice as an artist, but let's listen again because he said a lot of deep things and I really want to try to cover them.
Sick boy, bitten by a tick boy, tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Stones and sticks boy, pain is...
Tell me how it feels to be buried while you breathe. Basically saying that even though he's breathing and he's alive, he feels like he's dead.
Suffering while being alive.
It's a gift boy, hard to make a stand when you crawl on your knees and I kneel at the altar of my own disease and I beg.
Kneels at the altar of his own disease.
He's just falling prey to his own disease. They're like, this disease has such a control over him. He's just like, yo, I'm praying to you now. Just
please leave me alone.
Give me some slack, son.
Yeah.
I begged this guy for mercy, mercy never came. I dipped me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain.
Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking.
I'm still suffering.
Yeah, like Jesus might have died at 33, right? But I'm 33 and my sins are still lurking. Like I'm still dealing with this stuff. I mean, just because he's better now doesn't mean he's not dealing with it, you know?
These and I begged this guy for mercy, mercy never came. I dipped me dirty, 33 and hurting, cursing. Jesus died at 33 and still my sins are lurking. Gears are turning, future stays uncertain. Surgeon incision, murder ambition. Fear of the unknown preserves a religion. Denounced the gods when my body went missing. Back then, the pain spray ricochet like a Mac 10. Hot lead hit the bed that was trapped in. Red wing seraphim out of God's grace. Cried tears from heaven like Clapton.
So he said, cry tears from heaven like Clapton. I know he's probably referring to Eric Clapton. Maybe that's a song by Eric Clapton.
Maybe, I don't know. Let us know.
Tears from Heaven or something like that.
Is that a song? We don't know.
I mentioned the word seraphim. Seraphim, what is that? I think it sounds like a medicine, but seraphim also sounds like some type of biblical monster.
Well,
like a seraphim sounds like I think the seraphim is like a monster in Revelations.
Well, the seraphim is actually the new pacifista in One Piece. They're called seraphims.
That's crazy when I think about it, because the seraphim is one of the beasts in Revelations.
And Ren often uses a lot of religious references. He used Jesus in this one. You know what I mean? Seraphim. I'm sure he's used Revelation somewhere. The song The Genesis, first book of the Bible. So he's no stranger to using religious imagery to get his point across and paint this picture.
And then he talks about how his future's uncertain, you know? He said surgeon incision, and then he said murder ambition. Like what would he mean by that? I'm just trying to feel like, what does he think? Like surgeon incision, murder ambition. Like, is he trying to say like the surgeon has ill will towards him?
Maybe going back to like the whole sick boy, the medical industry did him dirty.
And then, then he gets deep into like the gods and religions or whatever. But then, again, I enjoyed that flow switch, the when he was doing the 33 scheme, the da na 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 na. Another often rap flow used in like more newer rhyme schemes where I don't know what the name of it is called. I have my own names for these flows. I personally call it like the dragging flow, where you're like dragging from one thing to the next, like da na 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 na. When I see it in my head, it goes like this.
Who does that?
Token, all the time. Token does that all the time. Da na 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 na. Whatever. But yeah, so Again, let's get back to it. Eric Clapton, is that a song that he did? Tears of God, I think he said something like that.
I was trapped in red wing seraphim out of God's grace, cried tears from heaven like Clapton. Stick pins in the voodoo Hendrix, thick skin, stay humble Kendrick. Stay skeptic, check the biometrics. Bloodstained crime scene forensic. Lights on, lights out, fade into the background. So down, running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out, Smackdown. Let it be, quote John Lennon. Click clack, John got shot for attention. What does that tell you about the good intentions? Bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, or Dad just sick.
He's just naming mad famous people who had good intentions who were murdered for it. Now he's just getting into the dark, demonic aura side of human nature. He's attacking that human nature sound, and he's really going for this time. Just sonically, he switched the sound up again.
Yeah, he did switch it up. You know what kind of gives me? It gives me like, when he came in with that sonic switch, it kind of gave me a Imagine Dragons type vibe. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really just enjoying how different this sound is for this song. I like this line here, running from the silhouette of self-doubt.
Running from the silhouette.
Super poetic.
Super poetic.
You know, it's just like, you know, silhouette is when you're blacked out and you can just see your outline in black. It could be because of where the sun is placed. It could be referring to your shadow. You know what I mean?
You can't escape this thing.
You can't escape your shadow. I can't escape my self-doubt. It follows me everywhere I go.
What's up, everybody? We just wanted to take the time out to say thanks for watching the reaction. We also wanted to take the time out to introduce you to who we are and what we do. We're Strawhat Dynasty, a twin breakdancing rap duo from NYC. We've worked years now on cultivating our ability to make quality music videos, breakdancing, and overall entertaining. We pour everything we have into every song, every video, in order to provide you with the best entertainment experience possible. So if you would take the time to check out some of our original music, our content, and follow us on all platforms, we would super appreciate it. We're just two brothers following our dreams, and we appreciate your support as you join us on this life journey. Thanks so much. Now back to the reaction.
Fade into the background, so down, running from the silhouette of self-doubt. By now, really should have figured this shit out. Lights on, lights out, Smackdown. Let it be, quote John Lennon. Click clack, John got shot for attention. What does that tell you about the good intentions? Bitterness formed in a storm of aggression. Prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, or Dad just 6'6", followed by 6 and 7. Build and praise and bury them dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous, half is down and half a gram. Hard though troubles and thoughts stay darker than Urukai master plan. Sharper than glass shard, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man. Makes money when the music lands. Expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan.
my cheese rain down Parmesan, referring to money, how he's making music. He might also ironic how he's making money off his own pain.
He might also be saying like, rain down the Parmesan because my music is my pain. If I make money from my pain, I'm making a lot of money because I've got a lot of pain. So rain down that Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, cheese referring to money, if you didn't know that.
Yes. He said a lot of stuff, man. You might have to take it back.
I might have to take it back.
Aggression, prophets get dropped, imagining heaven. Martin Luther, Mahatma, or Dad just 6'6", followed by 6 and 7. Build and praise and bury them dead. I was born to be half a man with half a chance. My heart isn't half righteous, half is down and half a gram. Hard though troubles and thoughts stay darker than Urukai master plan. Sharper than glass shard, splinter and cinnamon. Irony could kill a man.
Like Uruk-hai from like Lord of the Rings?
No, he said, I'm guessing it was like a famous, maybe a person who was notorious for something.
Uruk-hai's master plan. What is he talking about?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I like this half rhyme scheme going on where he's just using the word half over and over again to say I was born with half a man who had half a plan, half a gram. You know, good rhyme scheming going on and using one word.
Describe many ideas.
Yes, to get multiple points across.
Yeah, okay.
My heart isn't half righteous, half is down and half a gram. Hard though troubles and thoughts stay darker than
Uruk-hai master plan. I mean, if he is referring to Lord of the Rings, ain't nothing darker than the master plan of a Uruk-hai. These guys are literally born from darkness. Do you ever see how they're made? They're made from like beneath the earth, from like the roots of an evil tree in Mordor, and they're grown.
They're not made in Mordor. They're made in Isengard.
Isengard.
Yeah.
Isn't that? But Isengard's in Mordor, no?
No. Isengard is Saruman's territory. Isengard's his own place. Isengard's where they have the war, where the trees come through and they just wreck shit.
Sure, I guess Mordor is where the
Mordor
Mount
is where
Doom is.
Sauron is. The Eye of Sauron is up there. So,
Hey, any of y'all like Lord of the Rings?
let us know in the comments, man. Let us know if you want us to make some more Lord of the Rings metaphors to describe some of the things that go on in these reactions.
Master plan, sharper than glass shards, splinter and cinnamon, irony could kill a man. He makes money when the music lands, expand, pay me my cheese, rain down parmesan. Followed by seven whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive. Sin 2, lust makes the grass look greener, crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony, humans consume, planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth, rinse and repeat, reruns, repeat, time lost. Sin 5, envy, that's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed, if we take what...
Wow. So he's literally going through the 7 deadly sins of man. Man, you know, wrath, lust, greed, gluttony, sloth.
I don't know what that, I didn't even know what that one was, to be honest with you.
Sloth, laziness.
Oh.
Like a sloth is lazy.
Okay.
Or whatever. He's just going through the 7 deadly sins and how each of them takes its toll on society.
Yeah, and he's describing what each of them is and giving examples.
I like how he said envy, one man's greed is another man's frenzy.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. You
I
know,
thought the first one, I liked what he really said about that first one, pride.
Whole sins for a self-made Armageddon. Sin 1, pride makes a man kill a man for his ego to survive.
Pride makes a man
kill a man
for his ego to survive.
Damn.
That's
pretty
deep.
shit.
That's deep. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, a lot of the times these things, they just come from people with egos, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're like, you know, you're so mad that someone maybe disrespected your pride, or you're so prideful that you want to make somebody regret what they did to you by taking their life, acting on your ego.
I'm a big anime head, right? So, you know, this theme has been played with in anime. You got Nanatsu no Taizo, which is also known as the 7 Deadly Sins. It's basically Dragon Ball Z with the Middle Ages. It's a pretty cool show, right? And they have the 7 Deadly Sins being shown as knights who fight each other. It's pretty cool stuff.
So they're like, there's like a knight.
Each sin is a knight.
So there's a lust knight.
There's a lust knight. There's
pride
that
knight.
represents each one. The main one representing Wrath, the main character. And then also in Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, you have these bad, evil creature things. I forgot the names of them, but they also represent the 7 deadly sins, which is very interesting. So this is a common theme that has been used throughout creativity in fiction and in real life, and REN is choosing to use it here in the song 7 Sins.
Lust makes the grass look greener, crucifies trust. Sin 3, gluttony, humans consume, planet Earth gets a frontal lobotomy. 4, sloth, rinse and repeat, reruns, repeat, time lost. Sin 5, envy, that's when one man's win is another man's frenzy. Sin 6, wrath, rage, vengeance, killers, psychopath. Sin 7, greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. If we take what we need and take more than we need, then our oceans will bleed. Still we feed and we sleep and repeat. Then we exile the shepherds and follow the sheep. We inherit the meat, we inherit this world that we bruise and we beat. We inherit this vanity, so because of creeds. Inherit the liars, the murderous thieves. One sin for every one day of the week.
Wow, 7 sins.
7 sins, man.
I like how you said we exile the shepherds, then follow the sheep. You know, where we want to like be part of the masses, but we exile the people who are choosing to stand out and go against the masses or be different.
Yeah, man, that was dope. Last run of that was just touched up upon greed, how greed affects society, greed with capitalism, draining our oceans of our resources, planet of the resources, just consume. No one really thinks about anyone else but
And then 1 sin for every day of the week, which would make it 7 sins, 7 days a week, which concludes the whole theme of this song, 7 Sins.
And people are constantly sinning throughout the whole week. You know, as a part of human nature, people sin, man, you know? And I think he's just going into what those 7 sins are. He kind of used the 7 sins also as a way to
tie in
his experiences with pain, which was interesting.
Very interesting. I like 7 Sins. I would actually replay it a lot just for the fact that it's always this. It's like 7 types of music in one. You got like your Imagine Dragons rock sound, you got your reggae dancehall vibe, you got your trap vibes, you got
Ren just rapping on the beat.
you got some tribalistic things going on.
I would replay this song for the fact that every time you listen to it, you could probably catch something different.
Yes, that's true.
You know, because like on this first list, I'm sure we missed a bunch of things. So let us know in the comments what we missed, as you guys do so lovely, right?
And we appreciate you for that.
We appreciate you for that. Not even dogging you, right? But let us know. You know, this sounds like one of those songs where there's a lot going on. Yeah.
And let us know if maybe we caught something that you didn't really think about in the comments. So you're like, you know, that's interesting, guys.
Whether it was a message or production.
Or even an example. Or maybe you like anime just like me. Let me know if you do.
Yeah. What's your favorite anime? Put it in the comments below.
One Piece, obviously.
Obviously. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
All right. If you found any value from this video, please comment, like, subscribe. We appreciate each and every one of you on the new road to 20K.
Road to 20K. Let's do it.
Yeah, that was Ren's 7 Sins official lyric video. I enjoyed it. I'm Trix the Hooligan.
Now I'm Jules the Buddha Monk.
And we are Strawhat Dynasty, your favorite rapping,
breaking
twins from NYC.
Peace. Listen to Limbo. We just dropped it. Peace.
You might like it.